Oh, alright, Oomphy. Let's go find a place to chill. Ah. She doesn't come in here either. Weird. A blessing. We haven't heard the other songs yet. A blessing? Alright. It's a dangerous world out there. Stay safe, traveler.
Pilgrim, the world stretches yonder, full of romance and wonder, full of heartbreak and splendor. And may no foe surround you, feral titans not hound you, may no peril confound you. And though your paw prints lead far away from here, as lost in the wild realms you roam, still may you hear the call of the fireside. Still may your journey bring you home.
Who doesn't like a bard? Rush, rush, rush. Everyone's always rushing towards their destinations. You gotta slow down and savor the journey, right? Make no trouble. The Twisted Tales is an establishment for everyone. Okay, so where does the story want me to go next? This is the merchant quarter. You can buy stuff there. Like food and clothes. Oh shit, is this the one of those proper... Oh, this was set up before. Is that one of those proper fancy Muradin cafes? Look at her hair! We haven't seen her hair yet. Mmm. So this is a cappuccino, huh? It's pretty good. What did you order again? A matcha latte. What's matcha? It looks green. Tastes green, too. It tastes green? Yeah. You know how sweet foods taste blue and sour foods taste red? I have no idea what you're talking about, but I want to try it. Gimme. Fine, take a sip. This is great. It's rich and creamy. Oi, I said a sip. I can't quite taste the color, though. Your tongue must be more sensitive than mine. Ooh la la, an indirect kiss. Huh, you weirdo. Hey, Verm. Do you like boys or girls? I don't know. I've never given it much thought. Seriously? Yeah. I spent half my life focused on killing the yellow god. I didn't have room for lovey-dovey stuff. But even when I had time to think in Vinium, I just got fixated on farming mushrooms. What? Is that odd? I don't think so. You've been through a lot. Maybe when this is all over, you can make some time for yourself and discover who you like. I don't know if I'll ever like anyone in that way. Follow your own path, dude. You're good at that. I'm all coffeeed out. Where are we going next? This is interesting, because they've taken a moment to establish things about each of the characters in this way. And so here we are with Bruce trying to set us up on a date, essentially. And Verm is completely oblivious to it. And it's left open to interpretation whether this might mean Verm is asexual or if Verm just sincerely is not thinking about this and has not interrogated this part of himself. And we'll just have to see if he survives long enough to even get the chance. But I'm amused by the fact that there's a lot of like little detours and side things that they just trust you to pick up on as like bonus details. Because it was optional. We know that Gwen is bi or pan because she finds smut that has both genders in it and is excited about that. And so that's the source of that information for the most part. Otherwise, you're left with the more mandatory information is that she's at least a lesbian because she's into God, what was the stoat's name? Well, the stoat, the vor stoat. And then the interaction that reveals that she's also interested in men is also the one that sets up the idea that she's been wanting to find a real Muradin cafe one day. And so that's paid off here. Likely, regardless of whether or not you ever actually set it up by finding that. But it's just like a neat detail to realize, like, oh, this was like that one little exploration I did earlier. Looking at that thing sets up this interaction. And so if you remember that, then there's like a continuity to it all that's neat. This is near where we came in. Yeah, Gutter End, the outskirt of Merida. It's where the normal people live. Normal people. Yeah, you know. As opposed to the landlords and nobles and whatever. Mice and rats just trying to get by. I see. Normal people. Honest people. Well, I wouldn't go that far. What are you two dweebs looking at? You're that... It's been so long, I lost these people's voices. You're that Sava-busting kid, right? Yeah. Didn't you die? That's the word in the tunnels, at least. Yeah. I died. Then I clawed my way out of the underworld. Whoa. Keep walking, unless you're looking for another beating. They seem nice. Yeah, they're alright. Let's go back to Ratless. I want to see something. They're alright. It's really goofy. I keep wondering if I can get to this hole in the roof or not. Anyway. Oh wait, that's when I was wondering if I could get past the secret door, but now we got the key, so that was what that was. Back at Ratless again. Now what are you doing? Getting a better view. Come on. We'll attract the guards' attention. Maybe you will if you keep up that shouting. Come on, stop being a Daegu downer and jump up here. What? What did you say to me? Huh. Right? What a view. Yeah. 1,000,000 rats and mice all living in one place. I've never seen anything like it. If we don't stop the Yellow God, they'll all die. I guess so. It kind of feels like we're having to hold up the world, like old Ratless here. You seem pretty calm about it. Staying cool under pressure is my nature like. Your nature? Right. Like how thinking problems through is Siobhan's nature, and focusing on the positive is Bruce's nature. So what's my nature? Well, you tell me. My nature. A warrior, a ghost, or a mouse? Well, we've specifically gotten past being a ghost. I'm a mouse. Just a mouse. I'm always scared. I always want to run away, even now. Is that so? What? Was it the wrong answer or something? No wrong answers here. It's just that you used to be so ashamed of your mouse nature. It's cool to see you finally embrace it. When this is all over, maybe they'll build statues of us for. Ugh, don't say that. Solid gold, just like the dead dukes. Definitely don't say that. Heh, I'm just messing, like. Let's just focus on the path in front of us. It'll be quite a challenge to fight a god, but maybe Excalibur will give us the upper paw. Yeah, a weapon that can kill a god. I call it gun. Is that a Verm? He's got a gun! Ba-doop-doop. That was a nice exchange. The admittance... I don't think that grammatically means that. Anyway. Verm admitting that he was always trying... Like, he has this instinct to run away that's inherent. And he's always fighting that. Because he has probably a contradictory trauma response to running away because of what happened to his brother. And so those two things combine. He always wants to make an excuse to leave when the going gets too tough because he wants to run, but he also is obsessively against specifically running. Where is the secret passage? Is it real? See, the problem is I got a key from that, but I don't remember if it was this one or not. No, I guess it was this. Yeah, I guess it was this mystery key. I guess I got this mystery key and then used it to open the mystery door. Because this is the one for the shackles, and I guess, yeah, this is the one for the house. Okay, so we've resolved all of these items except for this square. So I have to take this A+ square and take it to the Rome place now. And this seemed taken care of. We found the cursed item, which sucks. It makes you really strong, but also makes you really easy to kill, so it's kind of a bit of an issue. It's good for Leo that the blade was actually... isn't magic or special or unique, and it's just a blade. Because, kind of destroyed it in that last fight. It's kind of upsetting to think about, like, the length that Verm cut the blade to determined whether or not he was going to live or die. Because Leo put it right in his eye. And a longer blade would have killed him. And Leo does not seem to have intentionally spared him at all. Where's Alex? He's supposed to be doing roll call. He's hard to miss, what with that amazing plumed hat of his. Always thinking about hats. You've heard the news from Vinium? How was my dear Magnus? Alex and the Scissor twins went on a scouting mission earlier, but didn't return. Should I be worried? Did they encounter the twins, I wonder? Okay, I'm imagining something, right? I was staring at those doors and I'm like, are these doors made of chocolate? Is that hammer made of chocolate? Doesn't that door look like a candy bar? No new stuff amongst them. Okay, so yeah. It's good. I've remembered the situation with the keys and whatnot, and our keys are good. Okay, I wonder if we're gonna go in and find out what something's up with Alex. And that'll push us to go pursue that next. Must be one of those augmented reality games. What's up, Siobhan? Hope the Plague Master's not working you ragged. Right.
You've returned. Did you have a good break?
Yeah, I was just seeing my pals, you know? My mates.
You mean the treasonous rebels over in Sky Garden? Relax, I don't care about that. There's a much more pressing matter.
Oh?
Inheriting the title of Plague Master. Have you given it any thought? Will you take on the mantle after I die?
I will.
Very good.
Very good.
I'll take you to Excalibur.
Now?
There's no better time.
Oh. Okay. That surprised me.
Follow me.
Man, games like this make the idea of making a game seem really fun. Just the absurd everything. The number of dumb little secrets and tricks you put everywhere, the references, the goofiness, the surprises. There's just so much personality. Where the hell is this going? How much staircase is there? Oh, that's a human elevator. You have to wait for it to come to the right floor in order to come out. Where are we? Where are we now? This isn't rodent architecture. And we're moving. Oh. I see. This is a godly lift, isn't it?
Correct. Recently constructed, too.
Keeps going up and up. Where does it go?
Tell me, Siobhan, what do you know of the Thunder Age?
Oh, it was a time of catastrophe that Rodentia endured nearly a century ago. Fire eggs rained from the sky, destroying everything where they landed. The gods took shelter underground. God and rodent huddled side by side as the sky fell.
You know your history.
Fire eggs. Oh, the London Blitz, right?
But tell me, Siobhan, what are fire eggs?
I suspect they were weapons, powerful ones, created by gods for use against other gods.
Indeed, very astute. And if one were to come across an unhatched fire egg...
Bombs. Plague Master, you're not saying what I think you're saying, are you?
Follow me.
Danger, 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 danger. It's a statue of a mouse in a lab coat. Plaque reads, "The universe is vast. Our ignorance vaster still. Dr. Ein, the first Plague Master of Murida." Dr. Ein studies and learns. Save your game. Save your game. I was just thinking about the absurdity of being the yellow god. The yellow god is ultimately just an exterminator. Like, he's a dude that's paid to deal with rat infestations, which is grim from the rat's perspective, but I am definitely thinking about like how insane it is if he is ever successfully killed or something, or whatever the hell involved in fighting the Yellow God. Like, he has to be repelled in some way that stops, you know, the extermination of this entire city via probably poison gas or something, or however you would deal with a rat infestation, in a way where they don't just come back later, or somebody else comes back later or something, because there's more exterminators. The odds are so stacked against them. But as the human being who is an exterminator, if you did get killed by rats because they fucking learned how to use a bomb, what an absurd end that you could never see coming or even properly understand because of how utterly bizarre it is from your perspective. That is just not supposed to be in the cards, even remotely. And as far as like a narrative goes, like we think about like how in stories people have arcs and narratives and things make sense and things are like either triumphant or tragedies or ironic or something, but there's like a narrative rhythm to things. But from the Yellow God's perspective, nothing happened. There's no setup whatsoever. Just going about day to day, job to job, and then out of nowhere, killed by a bomb. Just completely no narrative continuity there from their perspective. It's very much like the equivalent of dying in a car accident, but way more freakishly unusual. Well, this is a big room. Oh, no going left and right. We're at the top of the clock tower. This building is certainly something.
Tell me, Siobhan, have you seen V for Vendetta?
Where is Excalibur?
Hidden, of course. If a god were to discover it, all our work would be for naught. Honestly, hiding something this big from the gods has been nothing but hassle, especially with their renovations. But I digress. Press that red button, Siobhan.
This feels like a bad idea. Oh, the music's being wacky. I'm not 100% sure on what year this takes place in, but it's at least more new than Tamagotchis and Game Boys. Whoa.
This is it. Excalibur, the Fire Egg. An authentic relic of the Thunder Age. The Thimble Guard found it buried in the bowels of the Underriver some 50 years ago. Plague Masters have been studying it ever since.
50 years of research on one weapon? I don't know how much you can research a weapon that you can't fire.
A rodent's life is short and pathetic. So intergenerational knowledge is crucial if you wish to push the boundary of understanding. It took decades to find and decipher the relevant god texts, to reverse engineer the wiring and machinery. Through careful analysis, my predecessors learned every intricacy of the weapon. What it's made of, the damage it can do, how to hatch it.
You can hatch the egg?
The trigger is a hard impact, a fall from great height. The only reason it didn't hatch is its initial fall is due to a technical error. Fascinating stuff.
Did something soften its fall? So this cradle mechanism is a catapult, not a ballista. And the egg is primed to launch through the window.
Clock face, to be pedantic.
You're talking to someone who probably doesn't know what a clock is. But what's down below?
The godly halls of Parliament. And below Parliament's floorboards, the streets of Murida. When the Yellow God arrives, intent on destroying the city, we will greet him with fire and thunder. After all, only a god weapon can kill a god.
I was joking when I said V for Vendetta, but we really are going like remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder treason and plot. I know of no reason why the gunpowder treason should ever be forgot. We're gonna bomb Parliament. Okay. Plague Master, if the stories about fire eggs are true, then this won't just hurt the god. It'll devastate Murida. Thousands of rodents will die.
Tens of thousands by my estimation.
That's horrible. But I think I see your reasoning. You see this cruel weapon as the only way, right? An ugly necessity to save a few rodents from complete extermination.
Devon, please. I'm not some knuckle-dragging utilitarian.
Oh. Then why?
I was born beneath the floorboards of a godly library, so I learned how to read godly writing from a young age. The first book I ever read was a heavy tome entitled The Anthropocene. At first I thought I was reading a speculative text, a science fiction parable, a warning about what could become. But the more I read, the more I came to realize that it documented the horrors of what the gods did and what they continue to do. I despise the gods. Each and every one of them. They spread, they consume, they destroy. If they can commodify a part of nature, they will. If they cannot, they kill it. There is not a single place on our planet the gods haven't colonized and corrupted. So now, carcinogens fill our lungs, poisons infect our food, plastics course through our blood. By their hand, soon the oceans themselves will boil. The yellow god is not the worst god, no, not by a long shot. But he epitomizes their callous disregard for life, their need to dominate nature without second thought. What is the death of 1 million mice to the yellow god? An ordinary day of work. A job well done.
So you want to kill him? I can understand that. But what about the rodents who live in Murida?
What about them? Murida is the rotten capital of a rotten country. We are ruled by a filthy rich idiot of a king, descended from a long line of filthy rich idiots. Upheld by a noble class who peddle tabloid lies to protect their palace of blood and bone. All defended by a guard of bullies and sociopaths. Who else is there? Oh, yes. Tax-dodging merchants, pawball hooligans, plague deniers, back-alley louts who'd murder a child for half a seed, bigots who spit upon those they deem queer or degenerate. But worst of all, a common class who look at this green and pleasant country's descent and shrug and say, could be worse. I do not relish this city's destruction, but I cannot see anything worth defending.
It's true. This country has a lot of problems. I've had moments where I've just wanted to take my wand and burn everything to the ground. But I don't, because there are good rodents too. Rodents who stand up to injustice and fight to make things better, like Sir Verm.
The dead vagabond? I thought he was hell-bent on killing the yellow god.
Yes, but he wouldn't have trampled on innocent people to do so.
You cannot be that naive. From what you've told me, I can only conclude that your friend was a single-minded brute. Every action he made was in service of his egotistic vengeance quest. He would have seen Rodentia in flames if it gave him a chance to upend nature and satiate his bloodlust.
I don't think that's true. He wanted to kill the Yellow God. That is true. But he wouldn't do... I mean, he wouldn't have wanted...
It doesn't matter. This ideological talk has gotten tiresome, so let us return to the material facts. The Yellow God is coming, and only a god weapon can kill a god. So, it's just like you say, this cruel thing is an ugly necessity. Where are you going?
Out. I quit. Find another successor.
I won't force you to remain in my service if that is your decision, but think for a moment. Be a scientist. Think rationally.
What do you know about rationality? You're so wrapped up in your warped, pathetic view of the world that you can't even hypothesize a better future. That's not science. That's a cult of hopelessness.
Devon. Devon! Pity. But no matter.
Double plot twist, the guy that seemed to be a misunderstood genius is actually the bad guy. Like, inescapably the bad guy. They're doing the thing where they're like, have a point about humanity and so on, and it's also like, oddly, the number of similarities between this and the Talos Principle that I'm playing at the same time are interesting. Not like, they're not that similar of games. I'm just saying like the overlap is amusing. And yeah, the extended breakdown of like, hey, how do we rationally break down like humanity's responsibility to the world and how humanity is failing that is at this point just the core text of both of these games, and deservedly so. It's kind of hard to escape this ongoing anxiety of exactly what's happening, and there's no escape from it at the moment. It's kind of a problem. But you two had fun, right? It was fine. Sure, Verm's a gentle mouse. But I'm just saying, you're the world's worst matchmaker, Bruce. Sheesh. Can I blame a gay for... can I blame a gay? Can I blame a guy for trying? Oh, hey, it's Siobhan. How'd it go? You look a little shaken. Well... So, that's the whole story. I think Aquila's planning on launching Excalibur, no matter what. And when that happens, thousands of rodents will die. Excalibur. I've heard the whispers, but I didn't think it was such a terrible weapon actually existed. And right above our noses, no less. Could it really kill a god? Does it matter? If it's like Siobhan says, it'll take out the whole city with it. Right. This just complicates things. Now we have to worry about both the Yellow God and an absurd weapon of mass destruction. Shit. What a doomerist prick this Aquila is. Something doesn't add up. If the king knows the Yellow God is coming, and he has a banger of a solution ready to go, why doesn't he just evacuate the city? Tell everyone to run and hide. That would cause the smallest loss of life, no? Ha! You're having a laugh. The king doesn't give a flying fox about us common folk. If we all died to the Yellow God, you know what he'd say? Good riddance. Mate, do you mind? This is a private conversation. Sorry. Oi, listen. We're on the same side here. We may not know much about this Excalibur malarkey, but we do know that something must be done about the Yellow God. We've been doing our homework. We know the damage coming our way. Yeah, so we're planning a protest. We got hundreds of allies in Gutter's End. Hundreds. And we're gonna march on the palace gates and have a word with His Majesty himself. We got a list of demands, a proper manifesto. What good is this to us? Wait, Verm. This could work. To reach Excalibur, we need to go through the palace. We can't just waltz in, we'd be arrested for sure. But if there's a protest, that would distract the guards. It might give us a window of opportunity to reach the weapon and destroy it. Aye. But how do we reach the Yellow God from here? You know, rumor is there are hidden tunnels all over the palace. I bet one of them takes you to where you need to be. Hidden tunnels. Ghosts and musk-wolves. It's possible, Sir Verm. I've overheard whispers of passages the royals can use for emergency escapes. Perhaps one goes straight to the godly hall above their heads. Okay, so, assuming we gain access to the palace, and assuming we destroy Excalibur, and assuming we find a secret tunnel, then it's just the simple matter of killing a god of death. Easy peasy, right, Verm? Diversions and secret passages. Kings and gods. This plan is even worse than the one for Sky Garden. Let's do it. Of course the Mad Lad's on board. There's still time until the night of 13 chimes. We should make sure we have all of our affairs in order before the big battle. Hint, hint, wink, wink, point at screen. This is the end game. Here it goes. An inventory check would be a sensible idea. Aye. I should probably drop by Sky Garden, see how Anton's doing, and get my +10 weapon. Well, we can wait. You have to wait. You have to wait until the day of the thing. Go do what you need to do, then come back and speak to me whenever you're ready. So, talk to him to end the game. Better go back to Sky Garden soon, or Anton will have words. Get it out? I've got this feeling, this itch. It's as if I have unfinished business somewhere. The king, Excalibur, the Yellow God. We have a challenging road ahead, but I know we can do this. We have to. This person was just right next to us, and I'm just like, are you gonna acknowledge the thing that just happened? Alright. We'll get one last song on the way out. At the end. Hello? Oh, that's the guy with the hat that's missing. Damn it all. My life is a damn wreck. First, that blonde twink humiliated me and took my title. And those scissor sisters gave me lip, and then... You alright, sir? He's beyond alright, he's steaming. I'll go get a glass of water. A glass? Bring him a whole barrel and drown him. I'm fine, it's just give me a sec. Okay, I'm sober now. Hardly. Sober enough, you judgy prick. Hey, you're bounty hunters, right? Sure, we're bounty hunters. Perfect, that's perfect. I've got a job. There's 1,000 seeds in it. Interested? You're drinking something that smells like vinegar. I don't think you have 1,000 seeds to give. Shows what you know about wealth, or fine alcohol for that matter. They call me the Sterling Knight for a reason, you know. Fine, I get it. You're loaded. Who's the target? You know Rosaline and Maisie of the Thimble Guard? Two mice with scissor blades? We've met. Good. That makes things easy. I'll spare you the details, but we were out on a reconnaissance mission. Then the younger one spotted something and got spooked. She went crazy and took a swing at me unprovoked. I fought back. Blood was drawn. Then the older one stepped in and took a swipe at me too. I was lucky to make it out alive. So you want me to track down these two deserter knights? And then what? Bring them to justice. You mean kill them? Attacking a superior officer is a capital offense. Sheesh, I didn't think 4 hardened warriors would be such prissy pansies. This guy's the worst. Even by Tin Head standards. He's trying to rope us into a murder scheme just to keep his own paws clean. Disgusting. I think we should take the job. Really, Siobhan? I think there might be more to the story. I don't know where the thread will lead, but it can't hurt to follow it just a little, right? I mean, maybe. Where did all this happen? Soul Hill Village. You know it? Of course. It's in the songs. Those stupid songs. Ugh. But yeah, that's the place. I bet Dizzy knows where it is. Maybe we'll head over there and see what this is all about. Great. Just remember, 1,000 seeds for their heads. And probably no opportunities in game to spend it. What are you dawdling for? Go to Soul Hill. Go fetch your bounty. Okay, what is Gwen's unfinished business? Huh. I mean, the place to check would be the Whitehall. Just in case. But I'm not sure. Guess I got that one secret. That was nice. There's somewhere out here there's gotta be some kind of better weapon for Bruce. Just something. And hopefully it does something besides increasing his damage, although I'm sure that if you get that one upgrade, that having more attack is helpful, but I don't know if I want to turn him into an attacker that has to drink to do good attacks. I bet the grog bonus only lasts a few turns anyway, so he'd only very briefly be an attacker. But that wavy floor. Yep. So let's go home first. Yeah, that's that one. I know the flower. The flag. That's a flower flag. I meant to say flag and just said flower. It's amazing how when I'm doing Let's Plays, just I can start a sentence and I will have a sentence that mostly makes sense, and in the middle of trying to say that sentence, a word that is the thing I'm looking at right now will just sneak in there. And it'll be like a grammatically correct little error. Like it just sneaks in there and just replaces the correct part of the sentence. I'm like, God damn it. Welcome back to Sky Garden. Stay a while. So I might as well just save here now. This one's the one I just did, right? Yeah. Right, it's because it's got the updated Bruce. I imagine most of this dialogue has not updated at this point. In a place like this. Let's just get to you. Ah! You're alive! My Lapa always knew. On that note, I need you to have a word with Bruce. What's up, babe? It's your flute playing. It's getting a bit... what's the word? How to say it? Bad. What? My playing is as tuneful as ever. I sound like a nightingale in the morning light. Nah, more like a sparrow choking on a cigarette butt. Oh, that's me. Nah, more like a sparrow choking on a cigarette butt. That's a bit harsh, but, it's true that your high notes can be a bit shrill. Come to think of it, in my time here, I've literally never heard you practice. It's like you enjoy having the image of a musician, but you don't want to put in the work to be one. It's like you want to have the image of being an artist, but you only finish one drawing a month. I feel attacked. I feel a wee bit attacked here. Hey, it's okay, Lappa. You just need to do a little practicing, get your groove back. Why not go speak to Tim, the trumpeter? He's friendly. Be happy to give you lessons. Fine. I hate to admit it, but you're all right. I'll go find Tim. I kind of want to see them be sweet together. We're told they're in love, but like many couple, like a lot of couples, especially gay couples in games, they're kind of like, that's him. Yep, that's my boyfriend. And most of the boyfriendness comes in the form of like how angsty they are about the person being in danger, but then they don't actually get to spend a lot of time together in a lot of these narratives. I'm like, no. I recognize you. You're the trombone guy. Bruce is looking for you. I'll fetch him. It's actually a Baroque trumpet. It's weird that Verm keeps going alone to certain places. I don't fully get what's going on there.
I see. So, you need to freshen up your music skills. Anton thought I could give you some pointers.
That's right.
Let's skip the music theory and go straight into practice. No better way to learn than to swim.
Falling apart.
No better way to learn to swim than by leaping in the deep end, right?
Unless you drown.
Well, nonetheless. How about we play Gilded Roy's Melody? You know that one?
Yeah, of course. It's a classic.
Rad. I'll grade your performance, just like a school exam.
No pressure then?
Nah, it's not serious. You can always try again. You ready to play now?
Aye, let's go.
All right. And a 1, and a 2, and a...
I don't dare try to talk during any of those segments, both because there's the part to show in the audio, but also I'm like, I am not going to risk delaying my reaction time. I learned that so hard with Sekiro in particular, where it's just like my reaction time on parries was so bad whenever I was talking that I had to, at some point during the hardest boss fights, I just had to stop commentating at all because it was actively killing me. Let's see.
Bruce, my man, that was flawless. A+, no, A+++, S rank.
It was good?
You serious? You should be teaching me. Have some confidence in yourself.
I don't know. I just feel like there's more work to do.
How about you go rock out with Violet, that screeching creature?
The punky bat with the guitar? I didn't think our styles of music are a match.
Haha, yeah, she's got an edge, no doubt about that. You know, after Josh was ousted, she refused to talk to me, or any of the gray squirrels, actually. And I don't blame her. Josh's regime was messed up. But once I broke out my trumpet, things chilled out a bit. It's not like a few notes magically undid all the wrongs or anything, but like, there's a common language in music. It transcends genre and style. It speaks straight to the heart. Is that too cliche?
No, I get it. Common language. Thanks, Tim. I'll go speak to Violet then. There's a through line here. I like how characters are repeatedly coming up here. Because Violet and Tim were both reoccurring characters, even if Tim's reoccurringness was basically just the joke of him playing his trombone or whatever and passing out. And then seemingly passing out so hard that he then survived the ensuing war because he wasn't around for it. Hey, is Bruce around? Send him in. I want to have a word. I heard you and Mr. Tuba tooting away upstairs. Ah, yeah, Tim. He was helping me practice. I see. I know he worked for the Duke and all, but I think he's a good guy. He said music transcends language. I think he's got a point there. Something up? Tim and the others are trying. I can see that. But it's like they want to play music and dance and pretend that everything's hunky-dory. It's never that simple. Clan Grey's got work to do. Still, he was right that there's something primal about music. Raw emotion in sound form. That's powerful stuff. So, on that note, you want to jam? Aye, that'd be great. I need to shake this rust off. No shame in a bit of rust. Sometimes you just gotta step away from your instrument for a bit, clear your head. But sometimes you gotta face the music and smash through whatever barrier's holding you back. Makes sense to me. Cool. So you're ready? Aye, let's go. Follow my lead. As somebody who has hundreds of hours of experience with music games, it stresses me out when music is handled through a QTE instead of like a track where the notes are coming. I'm like, oh fuck, what's gonna happen? I just stare at the screen and I strain, like wide-eyed, like I'm like eyes are drying out and unfocusing. Where I'm just like, fuck, can't lose focus. Gotta completely pay attention perfectly this whole time. Don't know when the notes are gonna strike. That was metal as hell. You didn't even make a single mistake. It's like you made a deal with a demonic flute spirit or something. Huh, well, I don't know about that. Shall we play one more? Nah, no need. You sound like an absolute pro. Actually, you know what? You should go back upstairs and show Anton what you learned. Performance for Anton. Why does that sound so scary? Ha! Don't sweat it. He'll be impressed with your improvement. I got no doubt. My improvement when I made no mistakes to begin with. It's funny. Everyone, all of the people that aren't into music are like, wow, you're really falling apart lately. And then all the people that know music are like, wow, you're a genius, you're incredible. It starts to feel like a bubble if the people that the music's for half the time don't like it, but all the pros are like, wow, you're incredible. It's like you to deal with the devil. Something slightly intimidating about just like maintaining eye contact and just staring at your lover and playing a song. It's like I just think about that scene from Barbie where they're just making fun of that exact concept, but they are musicians in a band together. You look like a captive audience. Hey, guess what, babe? I've been practicing, and I've got my groove back. Oh, show me. On the stage, making a proper concert of it. Aye, let's go. The stage? Oh, this. It's back. Where the fuck does it go? How do they move it? Hi, all. Welcome to our concert. Thanks for coming out. Boo! You guys suck. Bring out the main act already. We are the opening band. Probably not the band you came to see tonight, but it's alright, because soon we'll go away. Gwen, we're the only act. Boo! We don't have a set list. Does anyone have requests? Oh. Mozart's Blossom, Minuet, and C minor. Major. I'm good at saying everything correctly the first time. Raise your bloody claws to the dying sky by pestilent rage. Needle Knight. You all have terrible taste in music. I regret asking. How about we play Rat-Tailed Rover for old time's sake? Oh, I haven't heard that one since... well... it's a perfect choice. Let's go, Lapa. The pause startled me again. It's like short skirt, long jacket. We're like, is it over? Oh god. Wait, no, I wasn't. Actually, well, short skirt, long jacket might have that, but I was thinking of Lonely Boy. That's the one that has the weird pause. No, what? I wasn't thinking of Lonely Boy. I think I'm thinking of a Eagles of Death Metal song. Is it Only Want You, or is it Wanna Be in LA? One of them just has weird pauses. No, it's Only Want You. Yeah, that's the one that fakes you out like 3 times, I think. Holy shit. Lapa. Oh, did I mess up? No, it was perfect. It was beautiful. With flute skills like that, you could play anything you put your mind to. Bruce learned cadenza. Cadenza works a little differently than most battle skills. Its effect varies depending on which notes are played. Experiment in battle. Oh! That sounds absurd. What do you mean experiment in battle? Okay, just learn on the fly what it does. Oh, man. Venusaur, just like do whatever you feel like, man. Except I'm also a little worried because there's not that much game left, maybe. So I'm like, how do I experiment in battle in time before the fight's where it matters? I don't want to improvise during, like, the Yellow God boss fight. Wait, what's this? Someone leave something on the stage? A sky piccolo. Where'd this come from? What a wonderful instrument. Someone must have been amazed by your music and left it as a gift for you, Lapa. Or maybe my heavenly playing summoned it from the heavens. Yeah, where the fuck does that stage go? What? There's no word for it to fit through. That's what? It's so bizarre. Why not just leave it out all the time? Oh, level 11 now. Bruce just caught up with Siobhan. Bruce was the lowest level character for a bit there. Alright, so we already got Encore to have a +1 stamina, but I think we've never gotten to use it since then because he hasn't been in the party. But one day we'll get to use that power. I don't heal very often. He's the only healer and I still don't heal that often. Dodge chance is like okay. Kind of uninspired as a talent. But bonus damage on tips, he just doesn't feel like a thing I should care about. You know, like maybe it's just me, but like I don't know if I care about that. Sounds kind of dumb. Eh. Healing melodies. I think it says that in a vague sense, because because we have yeah. I was about to say that our healing spell has a specific name and it's not that. So they're being vague to refer to multiple things. But then I remember I think we already have a multi-target heal on top of whatever this new one might do. I think I also haven't used that one yet. There's more character development and leveling up than there is fights sometimes to use them in. It's not that, and there's not even necessarily a complete lack of fights, although they're not super frequent, which I'm thankful for, to not have tons of repetition and grinding. But given that the party also splits up while also not having that many fights, it means you don't necessarily get to use some of these changes. What's it do? No! God, no! 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 The Sky Piccolo. It has a rich and mellow timbre. Well, isn't that nice? I wish it had a rich and mellow extra stamina point. That is disappointing. Alright, so everyone's final weapon is a +10. Unless there's more, who knows. Everyone's current generation of weapon that might be the final one is a +10. I can at least be happy that I found everyone's +10s, but I don't want a +10 for the guy that doesn't attack. Before I talk to you. You keep Lapa safe, okay? By doing the most dangerous things possible. The round table discussions are going well. We make sure nobody's voice. Yeah, we already talked about that. Yeah, I remember that now. So there should be nothing new. Alright. I kicked the ass of the concept of music. I am now the yellow god of music. I think that makes it sound like I killed music. Like the metal.